Hi everyone, my name is Otis. You're welcome to Otalium's Academy. So today, in this tutorial, we are starting with starting online business from the scratch. So based on our previous presentation, so I got so many calls and also emails. People requested that I start to teach on how to start online business from the scratch. So if you are contemplating starting an online business, you're trying to transit your business online, this presentation or this tutorial is definitely for you. So let's get started. So as you can see, my name is Otis. So you're welcome to Otalem's Academy once more. So today I'm going to run through some of the points that we put down to discuss. Our discussion will center around this item that has been listed here on this presentation slide. So one is the 90-day challenge. So if you have been following us, we've gone through different topics on how to get started, how to buy your domain name, how to buy your web hosting, how to set up your website. So now we've gone to the stage that we actually want to put into practice what we've learned over time, actually getting started without wasting much time. So that's that 90 days challenge. So if you have gotten your web hosting and you've gotten your email or from domaincode.com, because that's the only people that we're going to support to set up their website or their affiliate website. So we want to run a 90-day challenge to see how we can get started, how we can make our first dollar or first cent. So that's what the 90-day challenge is all about. So then, having said that, so we're going to move to understanding the different type of online business. So if you're thinking about starting online business, you want to understand the particular area that you want to focus on. So we'll go through that today. Then how to choose the right business for you, which kind of have a link in terms of understanding the different type. Once you understand that, then you can now make your choice. So then finding the business, then gathering your thought and idea. So if you've decided that you want to start up online business, so you've gathered all your ideas. The next thing is just to gather your ideas and your thoughts, so and just ready to go. So then the next step is about creating online business. So we stated here creating online business for the future. So the reason why we stated that because you want to create a business that's going to last a long time. So continuity is very important. We don't want to design just a brand that only go with trends. So the next is projection. Then what's going to be your financial projection? How much are you looking at to make, and what? So that's entirely up to you. Then how to measure our success to know if we're doing well or whether to exit the stage. So that's what we'll be discussing today. So before we continue, I want us to look at the three major trends during this pandemic, and which has resulted to a lot of traffic on the internet. People searching uh, for answers to their questions, uncertainty everywhere, fears and all that. So people are actually resorting to the internet for comfort. So we're going to look at three of these major trends before we continue with the presentation. So one is work from home or working from home. This name has resonated. It's been on the web for a very long time, but this pandemic has actually bring it to the forefront. So, like I said, on certain times allow for a path to keep working from home. So most businesses that has transited their business online are taking advantage of working from home tools. So it has increased. Working from home has actually increased, while other activities has been suspended, like the travel ban. Every other businesses, government due to the lockdown. So a lot of businesses are bleeding right now, and some are actually making super profits. Company like the Amazons, the Walmart, so they're smiling their home with a fat bank account, while some The other companies are actually bleeding to death. So another is the economic threat, which is the COVID-19 creating a new pattern, the and tipping the world economy into a dangerously volatile new era that the world has never witnessed. Businesses have never witnessed that. They've been up and down in the stock market due to the pandemic. They've been locked down, travel ban, and social distancing. So then, which has actually affected the buying behavior of consumers. So because of the uncertainty. So the COVID-19 has actually caused a shift in the consumer behavior as sentiment evolve with consumers exhibiting unusual 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 buying behavior. So consumers they just what I call the panic buying or buying for emergency, trying to stock items, consumer product for the future because of the uncertainty. And this has actually changed the business environment. And this has actually changed the business environment. So having looked at this trend, you see that that's why going on the internet is actually very, very good because that is where things are happening now because every other business have shut down, but the internet has not. So that brings us to what we're going to talk today. So what are you waiting for? So, and I'm going to run down through the reason why you have to get started, the reason why you have to go online. So, and I've had several interactions with people, and what they say is that, oh, I'm a novice in this business. I'm novice. I don't know anything about online. So actually, novices are welcome. So long as you can operate your phone, you can actually go online. So there are different things you could actually do online. So we're going to walk through all that, all those areas, those great areas. So one of those reasons of getting online is like questions I've asked some of the my fans or some of my clients is that they said that they want to become their own boss. So they need a flexible schedule that they can drop off the kids. So they want to control their time. So, and again, there's no age limit getting online. So there's nothing like barrier of entering or you're old. So long as you have that time to give into it, so this definitely for you. So it is affordable. It's not that expensive to get online. So it's almost close to zero for $0 for you to get online. So all ideas are welcome. So this is one of those reasons. So if you're still sitting down, don't die without knowledge that you have within you. So this is the time for you to actually get up and begin to put these ideas together and transit those ideas online to form a product that you can sell to people. And again, people get online because of the internet actually offers the global customer outreach. So you're not restricted to geographical location, unlike it used to be before the internet. So you can sell product anywhere. You can market your services to anywhere, anybody in the world. So another is financial freedom. So these are some of those reasons why you want to get started. So we're going to move to the main choosing the right business. So this is one of the major problem on getting online. So people actually find it difficult in searching for the right business. So we're going to look at different categories of online business to choose from, then create an online business for the how to create an online business for the future. And before we go further deep into that, I just want to remind you that all not all businesses can explode like Amazon, Facebook, eBay, or LinkedIn to become a mega brand. Um, but you can develop a brand that will be able to pay your bills and make you happy, go on vacation, and so just a piece of the pie that you need now. So if for any reasons that you're lucky enough that it goes mega, that's all good. But it all boils down to this to your strategy. So no one is limited to the extent that you can grow your business online. So, so having discussed this, this look at the things, some of those factors in choosing your online business, starting your online business. So the one of the startup points is you getting your domain name. So your domain name is just like your street address. It work in a similar way like the satellite navigation need a physical address to provide the direction. So also your web browser need your domain name to direct traffic. Just why you can also see that just your street address while your web hosting is that what holds your web, your sort of what holds your files, your business, your information online for your customers to be able to access it online or buy the product. You can list it, and that's what keeps it on the internet. So that's these are the basic things that you need. So what before you get started, the first thing that you have to do is to actually uh, look at the business niche. Where do you want to, what kind of business do you want to do? So it is important that you write that down and identify the niche you want to play, because internet as the platform is where you can begin your search. So if you're not seeing that idea, if you want to sell a physical product, if you want to create your own product, if you want to sell digital products, so you start with the internet. So you want to find some basic information. So it offers a variety of opportunity for you to earn money online by creating businesses that will actually stand the test of time if well managed. So we're going to look at with when you're starting to look for the business niche that you want to start, where you want to start from. So it is important that you identify these three before you start looking for the product that you want to sell. So who do you want to sell to is very, very important. So first of all, are you is it the kind of business that you're trying to start, the kind of online business you're going to start? Who are your customers? Are you going to sell to businesses, or is going to be to consumers, or you want to sell to both? So it is important that you understand that. So once you understand that, so you move to the next stage. You now know that you are going to be attending to businesses. You've been offering a solution or services to businesses. So that will help you to actually draw your plan, to know, map out your strategy, to know how to reach out to those business. The same thing that is applicable to the consumer. If your customers are the general public, so that will also help you to map up your strategy on how to reach the individuals that will be your customer. So if you also sell to both, that will also the same thing that is also applicable to the crossover. You have some companies that offer both the B2B and B2C, just like the office supplies. So then I'm going to look at this. All the what I've been discussing, it doesn't come without challenges. So you've done your homework, you've done your research. Now it is time to start. So chaos everywhere. How do you want to start? Just like you're starting, going to a new city, you want to start the business. You just have to understand the terrain. There are obvious challenges that you have to overcome. So are they surmountable? Yes, they are. So let's look at the challenges. Finding the right product. Now you've identified the niche. So now it's to find the right product. When you're finding the right product, you're looking at so many things, considering so many things. You're talking about the profitability, the accessibility of that product, the unique features. So, a whole lot of things. Then finding the right vendor. So, when you now find the right product, so you're going to be looking at who are the owners of this product. So, how do I reach to them? So, what we are discussing is how to start your own online business. So, but you have to go through these processes before you get started. So that's why, like when they requested for me to go through the basis, I was actually excited because I tend to overlook it. I never know that it's that very, very important. But after going through that, I find out that this is actually very, very important. So then once you get the vendor for your product, or the merchant, the creator of the product, so the next thing is how do you attract the customers, because the customers are the reason why you are in business. Because if they are not there, if they don't buy from you, your business will close down. So then once you figure out that, then how are you going to drive that traffic, those your the set the customers you've identified that you want to attract to your business? So how do you drive them to your business? How do you drive that traffic that they make conversion on your customer on your site? So those are those things we're going to look at. So I'm just giving you the overview. These are some of those challenges that you're going to face. So once you see this, don't panic. They are normal. So then the next is the customer acquisition. So now you have map out the strategy for attracting the customers, generating the traffic, and there are costs that are associated with the customer acquisition. So how do you want to do that? You want to reach out to the customers through emails or through the social media where they are hanging on, using the website, using different means, or giving free giveaways. So these are some of those important questions that you have to ask yourself. And once you're able to answer those questions, then you're 50 to 60% solve some of the problem on getting online. So nurturing the potential prospect. So we're going to treat that in detail in our subsequent videos. So each of this item, we're going to treat it separately so to help you become successful online. So nurturing the potential prospect. So once you have the customers and you're checking on them, because the customers are so sophisticated now, they are really king because they are the reason they owe the money. They pay you as the owner of the company. So they pay you. So that's why it is important that you nurture them. And the customers now understand that they are baby. They need to be catered for. They need you to use your limousine to bring them to your storefront or your virtual office. So we're going to talk about how you nurture the customers, nurture the prospect, then converting that prospect into a buying customer. That's one of the most important thing, because if you nurture the customers at the end of the day, they are not buying anything from you, that's going to be so frustrating and a whole waste of time. Then the customer retention. So once you get this customer, so you need to retain them because they are the one who are buying from you. You don't want to lose any of those customers. So, and achieving profitability should be your long-term goal. So, and it's also a challenge. How are you going to achieve this? So it's important that we understand that. So we're going to look at the goals. Once you pass those challenges, so we're setting goals, business profitability objectives. So the goal of every entrepreneur is to increase revenue and reduce expenses. So to reach these goals, focusing on increasing annual sales by annual, daily, or monthly, or quarterly sales by 10%. That's just my suggestion. Or reaching a specific number of clients every single day should be part of your goal, because that will be the intrinsic drive going forward once you set up your business. Then you talk about the sustainable growth. How do you sustain this growth? So what do? You focus on historical data and the future. Then you can make your future projection using the company resources or the data that is available for you. So then we're going to talk about some of the goals. How do you drive your core values? So you have to actually your company have to figure out that unique differentiation that stand them out, because virtually everyone is selling almost the same product. So there must be that thing that is unique about your business, about your brand, to make people to stop over at your storefront or your virtual office to subscribe for your service or buy your product. So like I said, that your mission statement describe the core values of your company with regard to customer interaction and responsibility to deal with any change or changes. So these are some of those bases that you have to really understand. So the essence of this presentation is just to prepare your mind to kind of shorten that learning curve, so give you an overview of of the expectation. So because most people think that prior to now that once you build, people will come. So and that is just no longer tenable, especially this time around that the competition is actually very, very strong. So don't expect that when you build that they're going to come. So you have to work out your own marketing strategy to reach out these customers. So it's important that you understand all this before you get started, so that you don't get frustrated at the middle of it. So we're going to look at the marketing strategy overview. So how do you, once you set up your online business, so what are the things that you need to do? So it's to market it. So, and the internet has actually provided that opportunity for you to market your product. So, in the history of mankind, this is the first time, sorry, I'm saying in the history of mankind, for a single businessman or a single individual to compete on equal footing with big multinational corporation. So that's how internet has leveled the feed for everyone to actually take a shot. So what do? Part of your marketing strategy to be your content marketing, because content is very, very important. It's vital for your online sources, for your online visibility, because that's how your site advertises it's the whatever the services that they are selling to the outside world. So that's why it is important for you to be able to have a compelling story behind your brand to attract or compel people to buy from you. Another is the SEO. SEO, which is the acronym of search engine optimization. Like I've said repeatedly, it is the science behind your visibility online, why people can find you on the internet. So this is one of those strategies, because people are asking, once I set up my business, how do people get to my storefront? How do people get to my virtual office? So these are some of those things that you need to do to tell Google that you're trustworthy enough that Google puts you on its first page, and everyone is fighting to be on the first page of Google and other search engine. The reason is that once you find your way on the first page of Google, so you're likely going to make more sales. You're likely going to drive more traffic. So these are some of those important components for your online marketing. So email marketing. Email marketing is actually one of the cheapest and easiest way to convert prospect, because I said it's cheap because the return rate is just like 1 to 5. So that's part of that should be from part of your marketing strategy. Social media. Everybody is on the social media, and like my friend said, if you're not on the social media, you're dead. So nobody know about you. So you can also use that social media to promote your business across across all the social network. So then marketing, sorry, conversion optimization. So this is also very important when you set up your online business. Conversion optimization are those process, the steps that you take to avoid people abandoning your cart. So in terms of incentivizing them, guiding them through their checkout process, and making sure that every information is available when they get stuck, and you have the support services to help them complete the process. Those forms part of the conversion optimization process. Then and also another method marketing strategy that you could adopt is the affiliate marketing once you start, depending on the product or the services that you offer. So you can create an affiliate marketing program to recruit virtual salespeople that will help you go out there, tell people about your product, so and refer customers that will make a valid purchase from your website. And once they do that, you compensate them. There's a percentage reward that you give to them called the commission, based on the product that they buy from your website. So this could be one of also the cheapest method to actually market your product. And if you look at what I've stated below, it's on this slide. It is all about what we call the in media. So these ones you don't need to spend money to Google or other search engine or Facebook to advertise those products. So first of all, I know that most startups do not have enough fund to get started. So this you can do that for yourself to create that awareness to so that you are visible on the internet. So once you do this, if the sales start coming that you don't have enough money to advertise, when the sales start coming, so you can actually put back 10% or 20% of your profit back into the business to advertise your business and advertise your product. So that's why I briefly touched that, what you call the in media. So I rightly touched it. So media is the marketing or promoting your product through unpaid promotion to reach your target audience, e.g., email marketing. You're sending out emails to your friends. You're sending out email to your prospective customers. So this is what you can craft with you without actually paying for it. So that's why I said it is in media, because you're not paying for it. So you have on-page SEO. On-page SEO that deals with the process of actually optimizing your page for Google to pick it up, and for user experience, so you want user to really have a good experience on your site. So that's where the content is also very, very important. The structure of your site, so the security of your site. So all these things are very, very important. And the social media, so these are in media, because these are factors that you have control over, that you can do by yourself, so with little knowledge, or you can actually if not, you can outsource it for people to actually do that for you. But it is important that you understand what you are outsourcing. So another is words of mouth. Remember that this presentation that I've put here, these three strategies are just for beginners who are afraid that after, if I have my website, I need to pay Google for Google to begin to advertise my website, and especially when they are starting with little to nothing. So, but this could help you if you be able. We're going to also teach each of these uh, titles, like the email marketing, on page SEO, social media marketing, how you're going to organize that in a separate presentation. So each of them, we're going to break it down. So the words of mouth, we all do this words of mouth. We all promote people's product without actually being getting paid for it. But this is our business now, so we can actually start promoting words of mouth, telling our friends and family, our colleagues at work, what you do for them to actually patronize you. So it is an unpaid form of promotion where your satisfied customers tell other people about their experience with your website or with your business. So you have the paid advertising. That's what we call the paid media. It refers to the external marketing effort that involve paid placements to reach your target audience. So it's just like using Google, using Facebook paid advertisement. When you pay Facebook to actually help you reach millions and thousands of people, so that's part of the paid advertising. Or you paid Google to reach out, to help you reach out to millions of people. That's paid advertising. So that's why, if you see the way I structured this presentation, we started with in media. So especially for those who don't have enough money or testing the water, so it's actually good to start from in media, the least expensive. So we're going into the timeline of activities. So once you set up your website, you've gotten your affiliate product, everything is loaded into your website, or the services. So if it is digital product that you're promoting, everything is already, you already put it on your platform. So by the time that you're fantasizing about what you're going to do, that falls under the dream stage. Now you've wake up to reality. So now you want to get started. So that's where the actual startup, and where you face the actual chaos. Where do you start from? So, like I said, the first thing to do is to get your domain name and get your hosting. Go to domaincore.com, then buy your domain name and your hosting. So we'll walk you through how to set that up absolutely for free. Do that for free. Then once you set these things up, there are a lot of things that happen. Then you're trying to stabilize. Your profit is not coming the way you want it. That's a crisis time. So just relax. It does happen. It goes up and down, and sometimes you now stabilize. You now begin to understand the if you know that probably you have not dotted some T's or not. So once you do that, you begin to stabilize. Then you begin to look at talking, thinking about surviving in the industry that you're choosing. So once you stabilize, that's you move into the growth stage. Now you've understand, you've made mistake, you've learned from your mistakes, and now this is the time to grow. What are the tools that you need to grow? Which platform do you think that you're getting more customers? So how do you focus that? How do you tailor your strategy around that? So then as this stage, so you've done everything possible, and you've made some mistakes, you're frustrated, you want to go. So you don't want to waste your time again. That's the exit stage. Or you've done so much, and the business is booming, you just want to sell it off and make some money back. So that's what comes into that exit stage. Oh, we don't want to get there. We want to profit from our business. So that's what I'm talking about, the timeline of activity. So the financial projection, once you start growing, so at this point in time, you can make your financial projection based on the data available for you, because at this point, with the analytical tools, you are able to make projection what you did last year and how if it worked for you, so how you're going to replicate it. Based on that, you may be able to project that, okay, this is what is going to come, this is what my expenses is going to be, based on the historical data. So that's why it is important for you to put all bits and pieces together. So now, so once you've done that, we're talking about measuring your sources. So the sources, what has worked for you, but uh, sales or business is about profit, about numbers. So first we start measuring our sales, measuring the total number of sales by the day, by the hour, by the week, by the quarter or year, depending on your choosing metric. So why do you do that? To know if your business is profitable, if you are spending more money than you are earning. That's why it is important for you to measure your sales based on these parameters. Then the conversion rate, measuring the percentage of how many visitors convert per month, per day, per quarter, per year. So with that, that will be able to help you to channel your resources to the best place where you get the best result. So then the traffic is also very, very important. Your returning visitors, your new visitors, you want to know if you're growing. So looking at the data of the number of people that visit your website in a given period, how many of these visitors are new and return users. So that will help you to plan ahead to know how to reach out to your new customers and also to the existing customers, because you want to keep them in the loop. You don't want them to go elsewhere. So we're still going to talk that in our subsequent videos. By the time we dive deeper, so we'll be able to go through how these things work. But like I said, this is just the basis for some people who have not really tested the internet and how it works. So I'm just giving you a kind of overview so that you don't get overwhelmed when you start seeing challenges. These are bound to happen, but we're here to help you. So then the traffic source. So that gives you an insight where your visitors come from and how they get to your storefront. So if they get to your storefront through your advertising, so if you're having more traffic towards that, or you're using a particular channel, so you now know that, okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to increase my effort on this. I'm going to double my effort. Or if it is through the social media, okay, I'm going to post more content based on historical data. So that's why it is important for you to measure your sources, because if you're not measuring your sources, you will know how to drive the business because you don't know what is working for you. So um, we're coming to the end of this presentation. So I just want to say thank you. If you have any question, don't forget to send us an email, or you can respond to, you can put a comment below this video. And also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for you to get customized video. And if you're looking for how to get started, if you want to join our 90-day challenge, so you can just, but the first thing is just for you to get an email, get a domain name and get a web hosting, and we'll have a video that walk you through how to get your domain name and how to get your hosting. So that qualifies you into that 90-day challenge, because we're trying to we assume that we are all dummies trying to crack the internet and see how we can make our first cent on the internet. Join us. So if you have a question, send me an email. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow us on all the social media. Have a great day.